Hey guys, Scripttrooper here with another video, Mandalorian Grogu news. I did want to say though, just before we get into the Mandalorian and Grogu news, I wanted to read this really funny quote from Daisy Ridley that I also saw today. And I don't want to do a whole video about that, so I just wanted to put it in this video because it's absolutely hilarious about the Rey movie. The Rey movie's never happening. I did a video yesterday about it, and this is hilarious. This is her quote about like where they're at in the process. Read it. We don't have a date. I think the creative process is one that is really a journey, and I'm really genuinely excited. And I have said I'm very excited, but I really do mean I'm excited about what's coming. And I think we really have the luxury of making sure that this is the right thing. So when everything is ready to go, we will be going. And it's it's good. I'm not knocking Daisy Ridley. She doesn't know what to say. It's a mess. She doesn't know what to say. It's a mess. Anyways, moving on to the Mandalorian and Grogu stuff. So apparently it's wrapped filming, which is kind of strange in the sense of something I'll bring up in a minute here. The next theatrical Star Wars release, the first since 2019 Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, has reportedly finished filming according to a report from Puck News. What the heck is Puck News? Sounds like a hockey thing. Whatever. A puck is a hockey puck. I don't know anything about that anyway. In the latest piece from Puck News that broke, writer Stephen Knight had exited Star Wars The Jedi Order. That's what my video yesterday was about. It was mentioned that the Mandalorian and Grogu, a film written by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni and directed by the former, has recently finished filming ahead of its May 22nd, 2026. So they got 18 months, so they're going to spend... That feels like a lot of post-production. The post-production process takes between 6 months to a year to complete. Movies that require a high amount of visual effects will always remain in post-production longer. Summing up the time for all three production phases after development, the average time to make a movie is between 1 and 2.5 years. So they've got 18 months. So they're going to take the full year, I guess, and then do the promotional crap. Okay, I just thought that was a little, 18 months. Photography began July of this year, but that some scenes were shot in June. So it didn't take them long to shoot it. Mandalorian Grogu is the follow-up hit to... the teaser. So I did a video about the teaser. If you're going to release it at an expo, just release it. It's so stupid. Like, release it at the expo and then a day later release it. Because now it's leaked and we're watching the trailer in this grainy, crappy quality. It's just kind of dumb. Executive producer of The Mandalorian and The Mandalorian Grogu. Can I just say something about the title of this movie? Does anyone else think the title of this movie sucks? The Mandalorian and Grogu? Like, we know it's about them. They couldn't think of anything cooler than that. Most of the Disney stuff has been just the name of the character. It's corny. Like, think of something cool to call the movie. Like, everything, it's the Ahsoka show. It's the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. It's the Mandalorian show. It's just lame. Like, think of a cool, fun, interesting title for your movie. No, Mandalorian and Grogu. I find that ridiculous. It's just boring. Dave Filoni is slated to follow up the release with his crossover event film, which will include characters and plot points from the Mandoverse, which includes series such as The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and The Book of Boba Fett. No release or title for Dave Filoni's crossover film has been revealed, but the project was officially announced at Star Wars Celebration in London. Yeah, and that's what they do. They announce crap, and then they... That is going to be a train wreck, I'm calling it now, if and when that ever comes out. I don't think Dave Filoni's capable of making this make sense. The story is so warped and stupid now, and Ahsoka being alive during the OT, all of these stupid things, I don't think it's going to make any sense. I think they're going to bank on Luke Skywalker being in it to titillate everybody, because it's actually going to make no sense. I wouldn't even be surprised if Luke was in this Mandalorian and Grogu movie either. I think they're at that point now. The desperation has set in. They've seen the ratings just slowly decline over the last few years. And they've seen the reception to even Mandalorian and Grogu. Like, you read the comments, people are like, yeah, whatever, I don't even really care. Like, if you go on Twitter and you see any of the posts, it's like, yeah, whatever, I don't really care. Yeah, there's people that do, but there's a lot of people that don't. And they've lost a lot of their audience, and they know that. So anyway, don't be surprised if it's a Luke Skywalker cameo fest in these two movies, because I think that's the only thing they can do now. The next live-action Star Wars series, Skeleton Crew, takes place during the same time as other Mando versus series and is due to premiere. So again, they're going to just keep mixing. It's going to be a mess. I'm telling you guys. You can't take 15 shows and then try to merge everything together, shrink the galaxy, all the characters meet each other. Characters that should be dead are still alive. Characters are, that should be alive are dead. It's a total mess. Total mess. I mean, I'm looking forward to critiquing it because I think it's going to be funny to laugh at, but I have no doubt that it's going to be a total mess. It's unclear if any characters or plot points from the series will impact the future Filoni movie. The second season of Ahsoka is due to begin filming in the spring of 2025 and will likely arrive on the small screen the following year. Will it? I don't know. They're not doing anything. I think they're scared out of their mind. Ahsoka season 1 sucked. It was so boring, and everyone acted like a plank of wood. I don't think Filoni knows how to direct human beings. I think it's one thing to do like animated stuff where the animator deals with a lot of that stuff. But I mean, Ahsoka had her arms folded and just blankly talking for like half the show. There was so much dragged out dialogue, boring dialogue, stuff that just dragged. And then, of course, you have the Sabine getting stabbed and living and all of this nonsense. That show sucked. It was awful. The only redeeming thing in it was Balin was kind of cool. I think it's ridiculous that he's not a Sith, but a Sith and carries a lightsaber and does everything Sith do and is motivated entirely by power. But he's not a Sith because we're so creative. We created this character that isn't a Sith, even though everything he does is Sith-like. Because look at us with our new villain that isn't Sith-y, even though he is. It's just this lazy crap. But the character itself, if you ignore that aspect and just view him as an evil villain Sith guy, he was actually pretty cool. Shin was whatever. What does he have? 2 lines? Thank you for reading that article. Anyway, so that's my rant. This is insane to me that this is going to take 18 months to come out. I think by the time this comes out, honestly, I don't think people are going to care. Honestly, I think it'll make some money. I've said that all along. It'll probably get into that 700,000 to $1 billion range. So it is going to make some money, I think. But I don't know, man. I mean, it's another 18 months. I don't know that people are going to care that much. Honestly. And having it all about Grogu again, I think people are kind of done with Grogu. There's no development in this character. He's still just a baby who somehow knows how to do the most incredible Force stuff of anyone ever. And his entire role in this production is to stick his hand out when everyone gets in trouble and use the Force to save everybody, which he's been doing. That's his entire role. He's just a plot device. So I don't think by the time this comes out that people are going to be that excited about this. Another baby Grogu adventures in babysitting? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. My prediction is it's going to make over 700,000. It's not going to get to the billion range. That's my prediction. But I would not be surprised one iota if it completely flops. I wouldn't. Because, again, I think people have had enough of Grogu. I think Mando was super cool at the beginning and now is becoming more and more lame by the day. And certainly in season 3. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Like, what's your prediction for this film? Do you think it's going to do well? Do you think it's going to flop? Do you think it's taking too late to come out? All those things I discussed. Feel free to comment on that. If you like this content, please like, subscribe. Always helps the channel. Feel free to check out everything else on my channel. Have yourselves a really good day.